for some reason, I feel like in the back of our heads, we feel like we have to look away. We have to look rich. We have to look like we've achieved a certain level of success when, again, nobody really cares. And I think once we get over that part, then we'll be able to move forward with actually being wealthy, actually being rich, if that's what your goal is. Hey, family. This is Che Willis coming back with another episode of Wealth is a Journey podcast. Guys, this is episode 35. 35 weeks of consistency, 35 weeks of putting out good content, 35 weeks of getting better and better. We talk about it every week. As always, before we get started, I like to say thank you to all who have liked, who have subscribed, who have shared this content. The message of hope is going out around the world. That's a big deal. This message of hope of trying to be a better father, trying to be a better business person, trying to be a better person from a mindset perspective, and all the things that encompass just being better, growing, learning, is going out around the world. And I just thank you if you have taken the time to listen, subscribe, like, and or share this content. So guys, today we're going to talk about something that I'm sure everybody can identify with. Everybody, if you have an Instagram account or if you have just surfed the internet lately, it's the play. Everybody has heard about the play. The play is goes kind of like this. Hey guys, listen, join this program and I'm going to show you how to use insurance to build wealth. Or, hey guys, I'm going to show you how to get this real estate. And then after you get the real estate, then you can pull equity out of the real estate. And then, or there is, hey, I got this credit card thing. You can use your credit card and then buy this thing that's going to help you make money and so forth and so on. That's the play. And I'm not talking about the people who are running the play, because the play could potentially work. But in any type of wealth building or building anything, you cannot skip steps. Again, I'm not talking about the people who are offering whatever they're offering. This is not about them. This is about skipping steps and understanding where you are in your journey. And a lot of these plays are very, very complex for the most part. There are multiple different steps in order to complete the play. Now, a lot of people don't understand that if you just are able to just control your finances, tell your money where to go, a lot of times you won't need the play, or will understand that the play, a lot of times people who are desperate go after these plays because they feel like they've missed out on a period of time to make to make money over time. So what they do is they'll say, okay, well, this play sounds good or it looks good. And then you'll get into it and then you'll find out you're in way over your head. And the next thing you know, you spent thousands of dollars on this course or the play. And building any type of wealth, it takes time. But a lot of people think that because you feel like you're behind when you're really not. You feel like you're behind and you feel like I got to hurry up and make this money. But the truth of the matter is that if you feel like you have to rush and make the money, and then you end up rushing and then actually making the money, if you do not have the financial discipline to tell your money where to go, then you're going to end up right in the same position that you were before you made the money. It's very, very important for us, me included, to make sure that you are, before you make a lot of money, that you get your finances under control, meaning that you're telling your money where to go. And again, I'm going to talk about the B word, budget. Very, very important. Again, all you're doing is telling your money where to go. And if you don't have that under control, then your money, again, is going to go everywhere. Think about the people who won the lottery, NFL players, NBA players, people who just got a windfall of money and didn't know exactly what to do with it because they didn't have the financial discipline. And if you don't, that's okay. That's fine. But the first part of correcting the problem is first to realize that you have a problem, and then not allowing your pride to get in the way to get you where you need to go. Because your pride will tell you, nah, I don't need that. I don't care what Che's talking about on that podcast. I don't care what he's talking about. I'm going out and I'm going to go get this money because I feel like I'm behind. But I'm telling you from experience and from watching other people fail that you have to get your stuff under control. And again, I'm not saying that the people who are running the play are doing anything wrong per se. That was a good word. But people who don't have the financial discipline, or they feel like they're behind, or they feel like they're panicked because they feel like they're behind, are easy prey for people who are running the play. Because they feel like, again, oh my God, I'm in such financial straits. I need to hurry up and get this money. And then if you don't have that discipline, then you're going to get taken advantage of. Think about it. There's so many different people out there who have listened to a guru, who have heard somebody on Instagram or something of that sort. And the next thing they know, they're out of $5,000. I talked to somebody a couple months ago, and they told me that they invested with one of these real estate gurus, and they took them for $30,000. Like, that's a real thing. But just think to yourself, if you had a plan already in place, or if you didn't feel like you had to hurry up and make up for lost time, if you just settled down, have a plan, take care of your debts, and then incrementally invest. Start off small, understand what you're doing, and then once you understand what you're doing, then you can invest the $30,000. but it's okay to start off small. You're not going to hit a home run investing your first time. It's not happening, or it may happen, but it's very rare. Those who take their time and understand what they're doing, understand what mistakes they made along the way, hopefully small mistakes, those are the ones, and then they learn from their mistakes. Those are the ones who are successful. A lot of my friends that I talk to tell me, yo, you're rich, or something of that sort, like insinuating that I have a lot of money. Which is not necessarily true. I mean, having a lot of money is relative. But being able to buy a Tesla cash, being able to pay off your house, and it's not paid off yet, but it's coming soon. You will know about it when it happens. It's coming very, very soon. Not having or being able to invest, buying real estate, doing all these things are a lot easier to do when you do not have consumer debt. If you don't have credit card debt, if you don't have car payments, student loans are taken care of, different things like that. It's easier to have money if you take care of the things that you need to take care of. But we live in this microwave society that we feel like everything has to come quick. Everything has to come quick. And that is not a part of the journey. Like, the journey takes a long time. But the thing is like, if you just take your time, month after month after month of budgeting, month after month after month of telling your money where to go, if you do that consistently, get that down, you'll look back years later and see exactly where you came from and where you are now. And you'll be like, oh my God, I'm so glad that I did it this way, as opposed to trying to hit that home run and then lose $5,000 because you tried to run the play. And because you didn't have your small disciplines in place already, then you lost a lot of money because you felt like you were behind. So we definitely need to think about that when we hear the gurus, the people on Instagram, the people on the internet talking about how they can get you out of your situation, or they can make you a ton of money quick. Because fast money a lot of times does not last. And then also, one other thing about the making a lot of money fast, if you don't have the disciplines in place and you're used to, at this point in time, spending the amount of money that you make, and then you say you get in credit card debt, and then you're like, okay, well, I got to get another job. I think I talked about it on the last episode. The lifestyle creep. You make more money, and then you spend exactly the amount of money that you make, then you find yourself in a hole. Now you got to make more money. And then when you make more money, if you don't have the disciplines in place, then you end up spending more money. And we talk about breaking generational patterns, generational cycles, and things of that nature. If you do not get your finances under control, then the likelihood of your child, your kids, your nieces or nephews who watch you, if you do not get your stuff under control and at least do a little better than you're doing now, and just get incrementally better, then they're going to end up, most likely, they'll probably end up in the same position in this hamster wheel of spend money, make more money, spend more money. And at the end of your lifetime, there's really nothing to show for it but a bunch of stuff. And I mentioned it before on this podcast that at the end of the day, nobody really cares what you have on. You might get a compliment here or there, but after that compliment is gone, like nobody really cares what you have on. Like it's not moving the needle in somebody else's life at all. What's going on, family? This is Che Willis from Wealth as a Journey podcast. I don't know if you guys know, but I help families who are living paycheck to paycheck live the life that they want to live through budgeting and investing. If this is you or you know somebody, go to wealthisajourney.com to book a free discovery call to see if we're a good fit to work with each other for either budgeting, or if you're a beginner investor, again, you can book a free discovery call to see if we're a good fit to work with each other. Again, wealthisajourney.com, wealthisajourney.com. Let's get back to the episode. So, what I would encourage you, if you are a person at this point in time in your life and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired and not having money to do the things that you want to do, or invest, or invest in your child, meaning like being able to invest money into their brokerage account, or a 529, or education down the line, then it's very likely that you don't have a budget set up. And if you don't, that's okay. But you don't want to have an issue, realize you have an issue, and then not address it. Because I know we live in this world of manifestation and trying to pray things away. But the Bible says faith without works is dead. So if you're not working and using your faith at the same time, then you're going to be in trouble. So if you are the person who is looking at themselves in the mirror all the time and you're like, yo, I gotta make a change, there are tons of different resources out there that can help you get out of your situation. But it starts with you. It starts with you making the decision that I understand that I can make some different choices and make choices for the better. That's not only going to, it's not only going to help you now, but it's going to help the future you, and it's going to help your family for generations and generations. Because if you stop the pattern now and you have young kids, or even if you have older kids, they can go on the journey with you and see that the way that you were handling money before wasn't it. And if you have control over your money and you set up a budget, and then you hear a guru on TV, internet, IG, whatever, and the money that they're asking you to spend doesn't fit inside of your budget, then you can't do it. That's the beauty of it. And for the most part, they may not be the person that's supposed to help you anyway. You know what I'm saying? And like at the end of the day, like nobody's coming to save you, right? So you have to be in a position to be able to save yourself and not rely on other people to save you. Now, if you need help, like for me, I read The Total Money Makeover. Boom. And then I went through Financial Peace University. That helped me. And because I did the steps that it took, and if you read the book or you go through Financial Peace University, like you just get the steps, but it's going to be up to you to work the steps. And if you work the steps and do the things that it's saying to do, then you will get results, and then you'll be able to help other people. And that's how I'm able to help other people to get their finances under control, especially people who look like me. Because I think for the most part, a lot of the people who look like me can agree that nobody taught them how to do a budget or handle finances. We were taught work hard and save your money, which a lot of us know how to work hard for the most part. But the saving the money and telling your money where to go, that's the challenging part, because for some reason, I feel like in the back of our heads, we feel like we have to look away. We have to look rich. We have to look like we've achieved a certain level of success when, again, nobody really cares. And I think once we get over that part, then we'll be able to move forward with actually being wealthy, actually being rich, if that's what your goal is. A building for generations and controlling the things that you can control, which is the money you make. And again, if you're able to do this and you figure out how to control your finances and figure out how to do a budget, tell your money where to go, then the likelihood of you getting taken by one of these gurus that are running the play is going to decrease, because you're not going to feel like I got to hurry up and make money because I got to get out of the situation I'm in. If you're slow and steady, or you're steady in working whatever your process is of getting out of the situation you're in and getting out of debt, consumer debt, getting out of that, then you're going to have more money to invest. And you're not going to feel like you have to rush, because the beauty is in the journey. The beauty is in the process. It doesn't feel good at the time, but when you look back over the journey, then you're going to realize all the beautiful lessons that you learned along the way. And one of those lessons is how not to get taken advantage of, because your budget does not allow you to get taken advantage of. So it's time for us to look in the mirror, all of us. If you have if you have an issue, if you have a problem in your finances, then you have to seek out help on getting that, whether it's a book, reading a book, going through a budgeting course, going through something that aligns with where you're trying to go. And if your money's out of control and you need to get help with that, get the help you need, but make sure it lines up with where you want to go, and make sure that you're not blowing up your finances to solve a problem quick that took you years to get there. It took you years to get where you are within your finances, and it's not going to be a quick overnight thing to get you out of it. Because again, the beauty is in the journey. So hopefully that helps somebody. That again was on my heart for this week. And I'm just like, again, I'm not throwing any shade on any of the quote unquote gurus out there, because I'm sure the information and if you take the steps, I'm sure it worked. I'm assuming it's working for them or working for, people that they've helped. But if you're not in the position to go through this complex thing that they're offering you, and you're not sound with your finances currently, then you're only going to be in worse shape. Because if it does end up working, and then you do end up getting a lot of money fast, the likelihood of you blowing that money is very, very high. So hopefully I saved somebody thousands of dollars. And that, again, that was on my heart, and I hope that it helps somebody. But Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Wealth is a journey, and let's go.